I'll have a medium iced pumpkin spice signature latte with extra caramel drizzle.
Goo me, my X-Men.
Who wants some homework?
Jackman Backman?
D23 can 23D's nuts.
All of that and so much more here on News Dump. Over at the box office this past weekend, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Three Peter Parker. $48 million domestic, $2 billion worldwide in 17 days, the second fastest to that milestone, just behind Endgame at 11 days.
Yeah, I think it's going to end up being the second or third highest grossing movie of all time, and that's pretty good.
The Odyssey in its fifth weekend made $23 million, followed by a couple newcomers, End of Oak Street at $21 million, and Paw Patrol, the Dino movie, at $20.5 million. It could have made more if those fucking dogs weren't wearing pants.
It's actually doing a lot better than it was projected to be. End of Oak Street is getting decent praise from the critics. Audience is not loving it. So that might be one you and I maybe can talk about at some point over the next couple weeks.
Movie theaters really messed this up. They should have been teasing the two new movies as the Dino double feature.
Okay, there you go. I like that.
You come in for one Dino movie, watch the other Dino movie.
There you go.
It could have been our modern day Barbenheimer. But it's not.
No, it's not.
News Dump. By the way, this upcoming weekend, if you live in the Boston area, on Sunday, 1 o'clock at select theaters, Coyote vs. Acme.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either. I was asked about it at work. I'm like, oh, let me see the start dates on. I'm like, oh, randomly on Sunday, 1 o'clock.
Okay. All right. Well, it's great I'm working that day.
But
Fuck me.
Right now, at 63 reviews, Coyote vs. Acme, 94% on Roddy T's.
Yeah, you knew this was going to be one that baseline most people that are in and around the movie industry wanted to support and would review.
I was going to ask you, do you think people are trying to champion the movie?
Yeah, whatever the opposite of review bombed is, I think is happening here.
Generous
now,
reviewing.
I'm sure it's pretty decent.
Yes.
However, from the trailers, it doesn't look very funny.
The last trailer looked very, very good. And I also liked one of the reviews said that this is the role that Will Forte was born to play opposite Looney Tunes.
I mean, that I could see. That I understand. And that was the reason that gave us hope for this movie in the first place. I just think it's probably, again, whatever the opposite of a review bomb is, I think that's what's happening here. But we'll see. In about a week, we'll have some audience reviews.
News Dump. Let's talk about D23 and maybe the biggest thing, second biggest thing, because I'd say the X-Men is probably the biggest stuff. Let's go to the Doomsday trailer that we got from D23. And this one shows off a lot more of there is a backstory between the Fantastic Four and this Doom.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that Sue and Reed know Victor Von Doom.
Because the first trailer did not show us that.
Correct.
Yes.
It's pretty clear that they have interacted with Victor Von Doom, have some history of Victor Von Doom, and on some level have like a friendship with Victor Von Doom. Now, knowing what we know about the Fantastic Four, we all knew that. We were just curious how the MCU would
we didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, so I still don't know exactly how it'll play out, but I like that there's an emotional connection here between some of our main characters and our new villain.
I am seeing people speculating online that there might be two Dooms, or, as I just coined, Tombs.
This is weird for me because I love a good Keith Spears.
Everyone's saying, look at the eyes.
I love when Nosferatu,
I'm going to take that.
What's the guy that makes predictions? Not Nosferatu.
No, but I'm going to take Nosferatu.
That's not bad. Gustradamus. There you go. That's what I was looking for. I love these sort of things when someone calling their shot up at the plate, right? However, there's zero fucking chance this is the case. Robert Downey Jr. is playing Victor Von Doom in one way or another. There is not a second actor playing Victor Von Doom. I think there may be a swerve in terms of the Doom they're interacting with during the runtime of this movie, but Robert Downey Jr.
I think
is the
he's
only
gonna play
man
all the
playing
Dooms.
Doom.
I think if there's multiple Dooms, he'll still play all the Dooms.
Agreed.
And maybe there's one Doom, because one of the reasons why he wears the mask is out of vanity, where maybe one of them has like the smallest scar, but he's not able to take his face being scarred at all, and he puts the mask on.
I think and this is, I'm not the first person to think this. This has maybe even been incepted into my brain. I think it's pretty clear that like a third of the way through this movie, when Doom is still working with some of our heroes, Clea and Strange.
Tomb. Go ahead.
The Fantastic Four, Reed and what's her face, who's and Sue,
are
going to be like, wait, who? That looks an awful lot like Victor Von Doom, and it's going to be like a picture or a statue of Tony Stark. And they'll be like, hold on here. And then shit will start to unravel. To me, that's like pretty obvious. They're
going to have a giant speech of, wait a second, who got this peanut butter in my chocolate? And then someone's going to say, whoa, who got this chocolate in my peanut butter?
Well, if we're coming into 616, which may not be the case, we might be going into 838. If we're coming into 616,
I think we're going to be coming all over the place.
There's going to be tributes to Tony Stark all over the place. And at some point, one of the Fantastic Four is going to be like, that's Victor Von Doom. They're going to be like, that's Tony Stark. And I don't know how they're going to handle that, but it seems obvious to me that that's what's going to happen.
That's the sweet prince of Latveria. That's what you're pointing out to me. Some of the back and forthness, I love what Reed is saying to him. Reed, like, escalating it, like, what have you done? He's getting pissed. Also, I've seen people say this, is there a chance that Doom tricks Reed into maybe destroying someone else's universe?
Well, obviously, we know there's going to be an X-Men versus Avengers sort of fight. And then seemingly they're going to team up against Doom. I think that because we already know he's got his 3 henchmen here.
4.
The 3 different colors. And yes, now we know the 4th as well. I think that he has tricked Strange and Clea into doing some of his dirty work. I don't know from there, though. Like, I don't know if he really even needs more than that. I think that's enough, right?
I love the Thor to Doom, where he's like, not even hell, or you won't be able to do whatever in hell.
Hell answers to me.
Yep. And no, well, then Doom says back to him, hell answers to me, which then makes me once again question Mephisto.
I don't think we'll see Mephisto here.
I'm just curious if there's some kind of a trade. Maybe we don't see him, but it's mentioned there's some kind of a trade that Doom has with him.
Maybe. That strikes me more for a Secret Wars type thing, but who knows?
We also see, and Tony Stark was well known for holding out his arms. In this, much like the Creed song, Doom puts out his arms, and then Sentinels rise.
Additionally, when Doom hits Thor with some green magic, it looks an awful lot like an Iron Man pulse shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're clearly, doing things intentionally here. I'm curious, at some point, we're going to start this movie.
Yeah.
The movie will start with Doom and our heroes on the same side.
I hope that we started at the beginning.
Sure. At some point, that's going to flip, and they're going to be fighting against Doom. How far into the runtime, I don't know. That's really the big question for me.
All of you have lived stolen lives, is what Doom says.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that because that's once again getting into the fractured timelines of, like, stop multiversing this shit.
Right. And maybe because of this, I lost my wife and my daughter or something.
Or my mother. It's either
your
wife
fuckery has fucked my life, so I'm going to fuck yours.
Then, this is from SDCC. I think New Rockstar or Screen Crush had this because I haven't seen this. But he also says in a trailer for that one, in time, you will learn to forgive me.
Huh. That's an interesting quote because, and they're not the same heroes. No one ever thought Thanos was really right. You understood why he did it, but you didn't agree with him. And this is sort of insinuating, that line sort of insinuates you think Doom might be right in the long run. So,
well, also Doom, and this is one of the best thing about villains sometimes, is them believing that they are right. And they stick to their guns. But also forgiveness makes me think of Nightcrawler. Someone who preaches forgiveness.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know how that might go together. Also, you see the hot toy for fucking Nightcrawler?
I did not see that one.
Looks like B. Arthur.
Nice.
Yeah. Blue B. Arthur. Blue Arthur, if you will. And then, I already said the speculating of 2 Dooms. This trailer, now, once again, I've said this on the podcast. All of you people out there that are saying I am cautiously optimistic, I'm looking right at you, cautiously optimistic boy. Fucking put it up your butt. Let's all get excited.
Oh, I'm very excited. To the point where I wouldn't be able to understand someone going to see Dune before you see Doomsday.
Are you ready for
Doomsday,
this?
I don't care what the IMAX screens have. If you
this
are
has
a fan
Infinity
of
Vision.
Marvel,
It's different. This has Infinity Vision.
If you are a fan at all of Marvel and the MCU, you're 100% seeing this movie before you see Dune.
You ready for this? I'm ready to be disappointed. That's how high my expectations are.
Okay, all right.
News up. In order to get ready for Avengers Doomsday, Marvel has released the list of essential projects to watch before this movie. And this might have turned some people off who said, I'm ready to go to the movies and just enjoy. They said, you need to see X-Men, X2, Captain America the First Avenger, The Avengers, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Loki, that's a television show, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man No Way Home, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Captain America Brave New Worlds, god damn it, more Hulk stuff, Deadpool and Wolverine, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Thunderbolts, and the Fantastic Four First Steps.
2 notable omissions there, Goo, at least for me, and maybe you can call me a dum-dum.
Always.
The Marvels had a character leave 616 and go into 838, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever the Fox universe is, not 838, but whatever the OG Fox universe is.
Oh, the Marvels, you're right. I forgot about the fucking
so I don't know why that wouldn't be essential. Number 2, if there's a chance at all that Scarlet Witch is involved in this story, Ultron is absolutely essential viewing for this movie and this story. And we're also getting VisionQuest in a couple months. So that's a weird list. That is a very weird list.
Do you think they were too afraid to list 20 projects?
Also, why list X-Men, X2, and not X3?
Because they don't want you to watch the bad ones.
I don't get it. It's a weird list.
I'm not telling them what to do because they're our Lord and Savior. But give me at most a dirty dozen. I'd even say whittle it down to 10. Right?
I mean, it's implied you need to watch the Avengers movies, so don't even list those.
You know what
right?
I would do, actually? If I was Marvel, I would say, look, here's a Mount Rushmore. Watch these. If you want a little bit more, a Goose Juicy 6-pack. If you really want to dive deep into the fucking material, here's a top 10. Maybe you want just a smidge more, dirty dozen. Then we go to 15. Then we just say, there's 50 things. Watch them all.
Watch them all. That's
watch
what
all.
I would have released a list of 50.
Gotta watch them all. Marvel Man. News dump. Maybe the biggest news from the weekend is it keeps saying the X-Men cast, but it's 6 people. It's 7 people. This is
the original team's small. The original team's small.
Most half of the cast, if not a quarter of the cast.
Oh, I don't agree with that. I think the first movie is going to be pretty contained in terms of who our X-Men are. I think we might be missing a couple, but I think in general this is.
So we have 6 X-Men here. How many X-Men do you think we get in the movie then?
So let's not count Professor X because he's sort of the leader of the team. So
he's in the X-Men. It's his name.
I don't consider him.
I consider John Henry to be a Red Sox.
Cyclops, Jean Grey, Rogue, Storm. So really we have a core 4 here. I think we're probably going to get Beast too at some point, and then maybe also I think we're going to end up with 5 or 6, not including Professor X. So yeah, I do think there's a couple.
So you think this is 2/3 of the team?
I think it's at least 2/3.
I'm going to say half.
Okay. All right.
Okay, you mentioned Professor X. We got Christopher Abbott playing Professor X. I don't really know his filmography, but I did see on IMDb he was in a movie called Professor.
Oh, how about that? So he has experience.
He has experience.
I know Christopher Abbott predominantly from his role in Girls, and he's really good at playing a shisty character there.
Okay.
This doesn't really relate to that.
No, make him more shisty. I like that.
He's got thick eyebrows, which I think works well for a bald.
I noticed his eyebrows a lot, too. I think that plays into the animated stuff where he has very prominent eyebrows.
I think it's an out of left field casting, even for someone that loves the show Girls and thought he was pretty good in it. But I think it has pretty good potential. He's notable enough, but not. You wouldn't really know him for the one role, excluding Girls.
I would have loved it if you were in the casting room and everyone's talking about his acting, and then you just sit back. You guys see his eyebrows? I didn't hear a word he said. I was too distracted by his eyebrows, but that might be the way to go.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Kit Connor, I looked into his filmography. Not a lot going on for me there as well. He is playing Cyclops. I know who Sadie Sink is.
Yeah, we know Sadie Sink. Kit Connor has that all-American look to him. I think that's what you sort of need as Cyclops. I also don't know anything about him.
Indy Navarrete, of course, you know her from Obsession. She is playing Rogue. I'm thrilled that after Obsession, she said, this is what I want to do. She fucking courted Marvel. Marvel didn't court her. She went for this role and she got it. I think she's going to be wonderful. And I also like the fact that now it is sink or swim. Are you good? Or was that one role just perfect for you?
Well, she did 50 episodes of Superman and Lois.
I haven't seen it. Doesn't count.
And I think she was in another somewhat notable show, too. But for most of us, the first time we saw her was in Obsession. Also, she swerved the shit out of all of us because she was talking about being interested in playing Mystique, knowing she had probably already been cast as Rogue, which I like. So, yeah, I love her. I told you, I think she's now going to be able to take the mantle from Ana de Armas and become the number one brunette on the planet.
I also love all the film snobs on X being like, she's sold out.
She's going to be all set for the rest of her life.
She's also talked about growing up, being a huge fan of Jackass and doing
she was in
this is what she wants to do.
She was in a DC CW show. She didn't sell out. She started in a superhero show.
Also, you're acting like by her doing this, she won't be able to then make her movies that no one wants to see.
Right.
You can always do those.
Yes.
Plus, X-Men casts throughout time. We have fucking 50 X-Men casts. They all seem pretty legit.
Agreed.
Remember Michael Fassbender?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's pretty goddamn good. Speaking of Michael Fassbender and Magneto, Adam Driver is not playing Magneto.
No, he's playing Nathaniel Fleming, I think they're officially saying his last name is, a.k.a. Mr. Sinister. We saw Mr. Sinister in X-Men 97, Season 1, done pretty good.
Yeah.
I think this is great casting because apparently, and I don't know much about the comics, apparently he has a lot to do with Cyclops, a young Cyclops, and that story there. So it sounds like this story is going to be dealing mostly with the Cyclops Sinister dynamic. And also, Adam Driver is fucking awesome.
Yes.
Say what you want about the Star Wars movies he was in. He was the best part of them.
He was the best part of them.
He's great in everything I've ever seen him in, including Girls.
Stop bringing up Girls.
He was in Girls with Christopher Abbott. They were both great. Both of them was the first time I've ever seen them. So we're just, that's really what this is. Lena Dunham casting the X-Men.
Also, I'm happy that he's not Magneto because that is the thin line of good, evil. Is he going to go to which side? It's a lot like Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Sinister is it's a bad guy.
Yeah, his name says it all.
That you can't be confused by it. And then finally, we have Maya Boyd, who is playing Storm. I looked at her IMDb. Nothing. She's a stage performer, correct?
I think she's like a Broadway actress and performer. So.
I like it.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
They did this 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago. What we talked about is we want mostly unknowns. Mm-hmm. And if Obsession hadn't happened, Indy Navarrete would be an unknown. Sadie Sink is the only real known among our X-Men, and I like that. I like that a lot. Of course, Christopher Abbott, I guess, technically counts. But like we said before, you want probably a strong Professor X. You want probably a strong Magneto. I think what's missing from this cast is probably Beast and Magneto. And I think those are the two we're going to add.
Would Christopher Abbott make the Mount Rushmore of Abbotts?
Hey, Abbott. I don't. Give me some Abbotts you're thinking about.
Jim Abbott.
Okay, sure. MLB pitcher.
Abbott Elementary.
All right, there you go.
You had nothing else beyond.
You had Andrew Abbott.
Abbott.
Current Reds great on your team at some point.
So I guess that's our Mount Rushmore.
All right, 2 MLB pitchers.
Toss a couple more Abbotts at us in the comments down below. I think we have our Mount Rushmore, though. If I were to do a Mount Rushmore of sinks, it'd be Sadie and kitchen.
Okay.
Bathroom.
I like what do they call it? A farm sink, the big deep ones.
Oh, those are good.
Those are good ones.
So those are our sinks.
Yeah.
Sadie, kitchen, bathroom, and farm. News done.
I like a slop sink.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Slop sink.
I like a slop sink in the basement.
Sink? Okay.
Oh, that's what you. Oh, slop. Don't underrate a slop sink, Goo.
I'm not. If I don't know what it is, I'm going to agree with you.
Slop sink is often a sink in the basement that people can use next to their laundry. They can wet stuff. They can dump stuff down there. Have, say, a dehumidifier line run into the slop sink. Or, Goo, it could turn into a pisser.
Okay, so who are you taking out of your Mount Rushmore of sinks then?
Take kitchen out.
Take kitchen? I like the kitchen sink. You can wash dishes there.
All right, take bathroom out.
I like bathroom, though. You can brush your teeth there.
Bathroom's the least versatile. Remove bathroom.
Where are you going to brush your teeth?
Anywhere.
You need a sink. You need a mirror.
Neither of those things are true.
That's absolutely true.
If you need a mirror to brush your teeth at this point in life, you are in trouble.
How are you going to know where you have all of your pieces of seaweed in your teeth? All right, what else is happening? Oh, speaking of X-Men, Hugh Jackman did a silly little video with Ryan Reynolds asking the people at Avengers, like, hey, need any more help?
I guess they're always going to be fun and lighthearted, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, but just tell me whether or not they're going to be in Endgame. That's all I really care about at this point.
Not Endgame, Doomsday, but probably they'll be in
Doomsday,
secret.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. My guess is that they'll see them when they're sent off to nowhere, wherever the
TVA?
Yeah. No, the fucking sand planet.
Oh, the Void?
The Void, thank you. Yeah. News up. I'll tell you what has my interest, and that is VisionQuest. They are in some kind of a made-up world. This could be some kind of a robot thing, and we see Ultron, who is back, and he's like, hey, get into your human form. James Spader, what's up?
Yeah, to me, it strikes me as this taking place in Vision's mind,
yeah.
I think.
And Vision is a robot. That's a robot. He's a computer.
A sentient robot. It looks like
he's a synthezoid. He's not a robot.
The other sentient type things also have human forms in this. It looks like it'll be basically focused on the Maximoff kids here. I'm cautiously optimistic, boys. Cautiously optimistic about this. I can't, like, my hot dog expectations going in is gonna be like 32, and if it's 30 to 32, I'll be happy.
I think I'm gonna go into it like a 36 hot dog expectation because why else make this?
I don't know, because they
and you liked Wanda. I'm sorry, you liked Agatha more than Wanda, right?
Yes, I did.
I loved Wanda, and this is supposed to be capping off that trilogy.
Yeah, I also like the idea of White Vision and him being detached sort of from some of the stuff that happened, and I think that's what we're going to be kind of dealing with here. And it seems like Vision's probably going to pop up in these next couple of Avengers movies, too.
At the end of this television show, Ultron needs to get out. He needs to be back in play.
We're over Ultron.
He needs to. You can't have him in one shitty movie and that's it.
Again, that movie's now become underrated. That movie's pretty good, Goo.
It's pretty good. Let's talk some Star Wars here, because we got a trailer for
Star Wars.
Ahsoka Season 2, more Hayden Christensen, and he also teases what is to come in Season 2, saying a big war up in the stars. A Star Wars, if you will.
We have one of the Mickelsons. What's the guy that plays Thrawn?
Mads?
I don't think it's Mads. Is it Mads? It might be Mads. I'm happy to get back
Miles?
To Ahsoka versus Thrawn. This has been, I don't know, 12 years in the making. I'm happy to have some lightsabers in a Star Wars show, so color me intrigued, Goo.
Once again, this is going back to what I have said now for a handful of years. Hayden Christensen has found his way to be the face of Star Wars.
He finally did it.
It's crazy that after a decade, well, I'm sorry, would you say like 20 years of people just being like, fuck Hayden Christensen? Now
I would say Attack of the Clones rightfully gave many folks the idea to say, yeah, fuck Hayden Christensen. I would say Revenge of the Sith did the opposite.
It brought some people back, but people still weren't over the moon about the prequels and Christensen, even some people pointing out like he's the one, because people love Ewan McGregor. Yeah, now he has leapt over Ewan McGregor and he's showing up all over the place, whereas Ewan McGregor is doing tours for his End of Oak Street movie being like, I want to do more Star Wars. Somebody let me do more Star Wars. Disney won't return my calls.
Is that Ringo as Ewan McGregor?
I ended up turning a little bit Irish at the end.
I also, listen, I'm glad Hayden Christensen's back and flourishing in the Star Wars universe. This is largely on the shoulders of the voice actors from the animated series and not because of anything Hayden Christensen did, so it's a little annoying, but sure, we'll have him back.
News down. Speaking of animated Star Wars, Mac, did you see this news? Maul, Shadow Lord Season 2 officially will premiere on Disney Plus in 2027.
I like where it's going. I think Star Wars should always have some sort of animated show going.
I forgot to mention this during VisionQuest. I believe outside of Daredevil, that's the last Marvel show.
Planned, maybe. Yeah.
I think that, and I forget who did the video on YouTube, but Marvel or Disney doesn't need to make Marvel shows anymore because they cost too much money and they don't really make them anything. Mm-hmm. Now that they are in a bundle with ESPN and Hulu and they're allowed to just take the FX shows, they can just live off of those without wasting money on making Marvel shows.
Interesting. I think that they should probably do one a year, though. Like, for example, Wonder Man was such a delight.
Do the low-level stuff.
Yeah, we don't need the massive heroes.
Do the stuff that you don't need the great visual effects for.
Yeah.
Or give me more Punisher one-offs.
Sure.
I want more one-offs. 45-minute one-offs.
I didn't really care for the two that we've gotten.
I like them both.
All right.
In, out, get on with life. News dump. Mac, I'm going to start throwing Disney animated sequels at you. Tell me which ones you are excited for.
Sure.
Zootopia.
Out. I'm out on that. Still haven't seen the second one.
Incredibles, but the E in the middle is a 3. Also, the E at the end, another 3.
But I'd like our characters to get aged.
They're not going to do it. They're not going to age them.
Annoying. We're not The Simpsons. You can age our animated characters.
Coco 2.
Coco is such a brilliant story.
This is the one I'm the maddest about.
We don't need to muddy the waters.
No, Coco is such a wonderful movie.
Mm-hmm.
One that I fucking bawled my eyes out at the end of. My wife was looking at me. She's like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, the fucking grandmother.
Yeah, the problem was because you're playing in that world of the dead.
Yes.
It does.
Where do you go back to the world of the dead?
Well, it leads itself to a lot of possibilities and things you can do there, unfortunately. I wouldn't dive back in there, but that's what they're going to do.
Also, the main character, you mentioned aging up the Incredibles. They're going to age up the main character in this. I don't know, late teens, early 20s. He's now a musician.
No. On that, at the very least.
Ice Age, Boiling Point.
I don't even know if I've seen the last 2 Ice Ages.
Matt keeps on saying, if Dennis Leary's not in it, he says that for all animated
How many
movies.
are there?
6? This must be 7.
Ugh.
You love Dennis Leary, though.
I don't.
He represents firefighters.
I like that one Dennis Leary show.
You mean the stand-up special?
Yes, that's the one I like.
And the song that he sang. I'm an asshole. Hey-oh. Remember that one?
Yeah.
What else has he done? He was in the roast of Dennis Leary?
He was featured in the roast of Dennis Leary.
He
gets eviscerated in that Colin Quinn talk show by Greg Giraldo. That was pretty great that one time, like 25 years ago.
That was pretty great. I remember that, actually. Colin Quinn. It wasn't Last Call with Colin Quinn.
It might have been.
I don't know. You might be wrong. Out of these 4, Incredibles 3, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
But also, I'm not that excited for any of these.
I agree.
News down. How about some live action stuff, Mac? Ready to rate these?
Okay.
Lilo and Stitch 2. Tangled, but with real people. And Romy and Michelle 2.
In on Romy and Michelle. Let's have fun with Romy and Michelle. I don't know if I care enough about Tangled to care enough that there's going to be a live action.
Even though Catherine Hahn is the mom.
Okay, I like that.
Stepmother. The one who kidnaps Rapunzel.
The evil one. Evil one. I didn't know that Lilo had a pal named Angel that's going to be featured in Lilo and Stitch 2. Was that in the original Lilo and Stitch 2?
I think so. But also, credit to me, my autocorrect changed it to Lilo and Stretch, and I kind of like that more.
Lilo and Stretch Armstrong crossing over.
Yeah. I like the idea. Now, they need to go off the beaten path. And granted, I said the same thing about the Lion King sequel, and I never saw that, so I'm a fucking hypocrite. If you're going to do more of the live-action crap, make sequels.
Sure.
That aren't the same story as the original one.
Yeah, or even make a live-action sequel to an animated movie. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Just jump on in.
Yeah.
Don't explain anything.
No.
News down. Let's talk about what's new to Disney. Once again, this is more of D23, these nuts. The Bluey movie. This is Bluey, but now it's better animation. Well, better. You can decide what you like better, but it's cleaner animation. They're playing Keepy Uppy. It's Bluey and Bingo. Little tease.
Yeah, it's 3D animation compared to the 2D that is in the television show. People are comparing it to the change for the SpongeBob movies.
Yes.
And it does look weird, admittedly. I don't really care, though.
No, as long as Bandit's in there teaching everyone how to be a good dad.
Yeah,
that's all I care about. If we did a Mount Rushmore of dads, Bandit's probably on there.
How many ghost dads would you have in your Rushmore?
Chet Hunter.
Dennis Leary from TASM 2.
Dennis Leary, but then also Dennis Leary when he's the stepdad in The Sandlot.
So 2 Dennis Leary.
That's our 4 best dads of all time. And this is not only in movies. This is real life, too. Bandit, 2 Dennis Learys, Chet Hunter. Ghost Market is a new movie coming out eventually. I accidentally got rid of the synopsis and changed it with the cast of the upcoming Beatles movie.
How did that happen? What happened here?
Don't ask me questions, stupid.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what Ghost Market is.
I saw that it is going to be Disney's first ghost movie.
That can't be true. Well, maybe live action?
Yeah, because they had Ichabod and Crane. That is ghost in it, right?
They also did, I mean, it was Pixar, but the movie Soul is all about souls and kind of ghosts.
Coco is about going to the afterlife, but they don't show ghosts.
I think they're all ghosts in the
Once
afterlife.
again, you can't show ghosts in China.
Is Beetlejuice part of the
no, it's not
Disneyverse?
No.
Okay.
Because Beetlejuice, as we know, you guys at home know this as well, the ghost with the most. What else do we have? Gato?
If Ghost Rider comes out before any of these, is Ghost Rider the first Disney ghost movie?
Ghost Rider's not a real ghost, though. I think in order to be a ghost, you have to have a sheet on. 2 holes, eyes.
Can't see fucking shit out of this.
Hexed. That's about a teenage witch, right?
I don't know. No idea.
They had a trailer out a little while ago. I didn't see it. It's
Gato,
the girl in the bathroom. Gato. And then Clay, this is Meet Flip and Mushy from Disney's Clay, starring Kieran Culkin in this new concept art, and it is coming to theaters on November of 2028.
All right. Sure.
Kieran Culkin.
Sure.
Oh, you know what I saw, and I thought of you immediately. I was watching Jay and Silent Bob in the His House. That is the podcast of Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes.
Okay.
I just like to see Jason Mewes now. He's clean, sober, living his life, talking about his family. It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
They were talking about meeting celebrities that they then went to realize as they were talking to them that were complete assholes.
Okay.
And Kevin Smith only had one name to share.
Yeah.
And it was Kelsey Grammer.
That pleases me greatly. Of course that fucking moron would be a dickhead.
Kevin Smith's like, I was the biggest fan of Cheers. I loved Frasier. I meet Kelsey Grammer, and he's such a cock.
He's probably annoyed that people don't like Cheers or don't like Frasier more than Cheers.
Kevin Smith said he liked Frasier more than Cheers.
Come on.
He also said that Kelsey Grammer, brilliant, created the theme song so that whenever you play that, you have to pay him money.
That's a good point.
And that's why Marcus Estevez, he made our theme song. So he can get paid for all these Mac and Goo episodes. Yeah. He's been getting all the money.
That's where all our royalties have gone.
News dump. Speaking of music, Mac, did you see the Beatle Boys out there? They're recreating Abbey Road. There's a photo of them.
It's funny, you know, we watch a lot of movies and television relative to most regular folks. 2 years ago, I only knew who Barry Keoghan is. Mm-hmm. Now I know who all 4 of them are, since they've all been sort of cast.
We knew who Joseph Quinn was.
I knew him from Stranger Things. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. But I didn't know Mezcal or Dickinson. And now
we knew
I know
Mezcal from Gladiator 2.
Yeah, after he was cast.
I'm pretty sure it was before he was cast.
I don't think that's true.
He fought sharks.
He did kill a shark in that movie.
Yeah. And they swamped the fucking gladiator Coliseum. I
didn't like that movie when I watched it. I think I hate it now. I think I hate that movie.
Oh, because you hate Ridley Scott. You have this weird Ridley Scott thing.
Yeah, he stinks.
I love him so much. He is not afraid to tell you that you are an idiot.
He would tell me I'm an idiot.
If you don't like what he's doing, you are an idiot.
I would respect that.
Yep. That's all you have on the Beatles movie?
That's all I got.
Yeah, they were all wearing the outfits.
If they don't play Rocky Raccoon in the runtime, I'll be upset.
There's 4 movies. They have to find some time
They
for
got
that.
like 12 hours to play Rocky Raccoon.
There's 4 movies that, once again, they all end with Thanos. So they need to eventually, in that 5th... Like, you can't
Hold on. How does he get the 5th Infinity Stone? He kills all 4 of them. They each have a stone.
He kills Elvis.
Soul for a stone. And that's how he gets the 5th?
And then Bob Dylan.
Or does he kill Yoko to get the 5th?
No, it's Elvis and Bob Dylan. We've already gotten those movies.
Does Yoko save the day?
I would assume that
there's
Yoko...
6 stones.
Yoko is the hero of the story.
Yoko's always the hero of the story.
Because at the end of the Bob Dylan movie, he kills Bob Dylan. At the end of the Elvis movie, he killed Elvis. He killed both of the Johnny Cashes from the Johnny Cash movie and from the Bob Dylan movie.
You know what I watch?
He got to Springsteen, but Springsteen fought him off.
The clip of Bill Burr talking about Yoko Ono.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
If you haven't seen, look up Bill Burr talking about Yoko Ono for a real nice laugh. It's
okay.
Good.
So yeah, Thanos is almost there. He just needs to. I think he just needs to kill 3 of the Beatles.
Sure.
I think he already has 3 of the stones.
All right.
News down. Also, they look like they're cosplaying. There's an issue. I don't love the look of them, but whatever. Did you see the leak from Beyond the Spider-Verse?
I clicked on it, and it showed that it was like 5 minutes long. And I said, you know what? It's such a long leak, I don't even want to watch it.
Max,
it's too long.
There's no way anything can last more than 40 seconds.
If it was like a 1-minute leak, I would have been all over it.
So what
I'm
was...
I don't think I have 5 minutes to watch this today.
It was the continuation of the end of the previous movie of Miles and Miles Face to Face.
Yeah.
They continued that scene, and then it was almost like a highlight reel or a sizzle reel of what's to come in the next movie.
Yeah, so it's not even really a leak.
That's a pretty good
everything
leak.
We expected already.
It's a leak. It's something that we haven't seen before, and they weren't planning on fucking releasing it. It's a leak.
I don't know. I didn't watch it. It was 5 minutes long.
Which sink do you think would best hold a leak? A French drain? Would you count a French drain as a sink?
Sure wouldn't.
Why not?
Wouldn't.
There's a little drain.
There's a drain. I would count it as a drain.
Okay. Well, a sink has a drain in it.
That's true. That is one of the components
Would
of
you
sink.
count a shower as a sink?
No, I would count a shower as a tub.
Because
our tub sinks.
Sometimes babies will bathe in the sink, so that makes it a
sinks
bath.
Small tubs or tubs big sinks?
Ask me that again, please.
Are sinks small tubs or are tubs large sinks?
Sinks are small tubs.
Sinks are small tubs. Okay. All right.
I think that we definitely got into that.
Yeah, because we do. You're right. We do bathe children in sinks.
Yes.
But sometimes people brush their teeth in the shower.
Sometimes I will bathe myself in the bathroom sink. That is the reason why we need to put that back in our Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Can we have 5 sinks on the Mount Rushmore? It's that vital. We can't leave a sink out.
Do you think showers should have sink components within them? Like you have your tub and then a small little sink where near the shower head would be. So you can brush your teeth in that little sink, you know? Put a little mirror in there too.
But the mirror has to be an anti-fog mirror.
Of course.
Are there such things? We can add, maybe we don't have the anti-fog mirror, but we can put like a car window wiper on there.
There you go. A little squeegee.
What a dumb house would have. News dump. Matt, you see all the kerfuffle over, there was a clip that was shared of Supergirl creators using AI to figure out what Lobo looked like. And then once people said, wait, what? Just fucking comic books, just do that. DC removed the video.
I don't care about people using AI.
Yeah, you're the wrong person to ask. You used AI to write a synopsis last week.
I didn't not use AI.
We got a comment on YouTube saying that Mac is a wordsmith. He's one of the best minds of our generation.
Sometimes when your mind's not functioning properly, you need someone to help you. And At the moment, that was Google AI.
You should have used Goo.
Next time, I'm going to prompt you and see what you send back to me.
Goo IA. That's what we're going to call it from now on.
All right.
I don't know what it stands for yet. Check with me at the end of the week. News dump. That'll choke you.
See, that's what happens when you prompt the Goo IA.
Nonsense pops out. Check us out at the end of the week. We do not have a podcast planned. I have an idea, and I might not tell you about it until we're on.
Okay.
I thought of it earlier, and it's either pretty good or you're going to hang up on me.
Did you watch episode 1 of Lanterns?
I still have to do that.
I'm in.
Okay, good. You're a huge Kyle Chandler guy, though.
I like Kyle Chandler. I like Damon Lindelof, who gave us Lost and the Watchmen HBO series. This took over the HBO Sunday night slot, 9 p.m. slot, and I think it's deserving of it.
Very quickly, before we get off, give me your top 4 Pierres.
Pierres?
Yeah, Pierres.
Juan.
Escargot.
Pierres. That's the only athlete I can think of. Pierre Turgeon.
Pierre Turgeon.
There's 2. All right. All right. I'll throw Aaron Pierre in there. That's 3. Give me a 4th Pierre.
Escargot. What are you doing? Kenan Thompson's character from all that. Pierre Escargot.
All right. There you go.
Oh, did you see?
You just sounded like Tim the Two-Man Taylor.
That's my French Tim Taylor. Did you see that Pepe Le Pew is making his return for Coyote vs. Acme? He's back. He's back, and he's creepier than ever. He said, "You tried to cancel me." News dump.